going on? Clockie clocking in. Another car vlog. I wanted to get some more practice in before the Switch 2 comes out next week. I am so excited for this new console we're getting. So the biggest thing I'm excited for out of all of this is probably, I'm going to be honest, it's probably the ability just to play older Switch games at a better resolution. That's probably the thing I'm most excited for with the Switch 2. I'm excited that we'll be able to play all these old games probably the way they were intended to be played. Because you can tell with a lot of the frame drops and stuff that things were not done well. They really were not done as well as they could have been. So I think I'm excited for that. And then I'm excited for Mario Kart World Tour. I'm excited to try out this new controller people have been excited about. People say people at these like pre-release events have been trying out the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. And people are saying it's good. People are like praising it up and down. They're saying it's a really nice controller. So I'm excited to check it out. It's not Hall Effect joysticks, but I don't think that matters. Mario Kart World Tour I think is going to be a ton of fun. I'm really pumped for that. We haven't had a new Mario Kart in a while. And the fact that this Mario Kart has like a bunch of different ways to traverse the world, if that makes any sense, is a ton of fun. I'm excited for being able to like jump on walls. I'm honestly, the thing I'm most excited for when it comes to Mario Kart World Tour is the open world aspect to it. Granted, it's not new. Like Forza exists, and it's the same thing, where you go out and you are driving your car in an open world, and there's challenges you can stumble upon. And I love Forza, so I'm pumped for that in a Mario Kart setting. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm really excited for the P-Switch stuff. I'm excited to go find P-Switches and figure out little puzzles. I'm big on that. Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games, mostly because of all the little shrines that have all the little puzzles that are associated with them. That's probably my favorite part of the entire thing. So I'm super pumped to see what Mario Kart has to offer on that front. And then like the races, the elimination races are going to be really sick. Being able to like race with your friends from like one corner of a map to the other corner, I think is going to be a ton of fun too. I'm pumped for that. All the different characters you can play as well. I'm so pumped to play as Del Penguin. What else do we have? We have some upgrades to old games. I haven't played Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, but I might now because it'll be like, the frames will be good and stuff. So I haven't played that yet. I might. I'm really excited to play through Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I think those games they'll play really well. So I'm excited to start playing those because I think those are going to be really good. With like the resolution increases and the texture stuff, I think it's going to be a solid upgrade. And it's probably going to get me back into them. I haven't played them in a minute. I don't know if I'd start with Breath of the Wild and then play Tears of the Kingdom again, because I've already replayed Breath of the Wild like 2 or 3 times. Because it's a good one. I don't know if I like which one I like more. Someone asked me that a while back. Like, do I like Breath of the Wild more or Tears of the Kingdom more? I don't know. In my opinion, they're like 2 different experiences, even though they're set in the same universe. Like Breath of the Wild is very much like you are restricted to this set of tools. Good luck with how you solve the puzzles. Because like you can be a little creative, but for the most part, how you solve things is pretty rigid. But Tears of the Kingdom is like, screw that. Do whatever you want with the world. You may try to figure out stuff as you please. There are some restrictions, but you can be pretty creative with answers. So that's something I always enjoyed about Tears of the Kingdom. So it depends. I really enjoyed both of them. So I'm excited to see how it all works out. I wish there was a master mode for Tears of the Kingdom. That's my only issue with Tears of the Kingdom. As opposed to Breath of the Wild, there's not a harder mode for me to play on Tears of the Kingdom. It just is the game. That's it. I'm not really excited for like the app thing. It seems neat, I guess, but I don't know if I'll ever use it. Okay, this is a Pokemon channel. So, of course, I'm super pumped for Legends CA later this year. We got a release date, which is crazy. October 16th. I'm excited. That's like a month earlier than I thought it was going to be. I was convinced it was going to be November because a lot of Pokemon games in the past have released in like that November window alongside like Call of Duty. That's how I remember. And they're not doing that this year. It's coming out in October, so that'll be really cool. I'm excited about that. And then they released some cover art for it too. It looks good. I don't know. It doesn't show off anything new or crazy. Although I will say that Chikorita is going hard in the paint. That Chikorita's popping off, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to really glean from anything until probably July 22nd when we get the Pokemon Direct. So I am excited for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet getting a little performance upgrade. I don't know if it'll be like anything worth like doing. I mean, the Pokemon spawn rate, if it really does look like they were shown off in those pictures and the frame rate is good and a bunch of Pokemon spawn around you, if you're telling me I can go to any of the water areas in the game and not have my frames drop to like 2, I'm good. That's all I want. And a bunch of Pokemon. If it works both ways, if I can get more Pokemon on the screen and my frames aren't dropping a ton, I think it'll be a good game. I mean, it already is, but I think that'll make it even better. I don't think it'll change the way you play the game or anything, but it'll be really good for shiny hunting. So if there was a game you wanted to really make like a shiny living dex in, Scarlet and Violet's going to be the easiest and probably the most fun one to do it in my opinion. I'm excited to see how it affects like sandwiches. Like if I pop a type sandwich and a ton of the same Pokemon is spawning around me, that's going to be sick. One of my biggest issues with hunting like Totodile is a good example. There's only so many Pokemon that can spawn around you in the water, and the areas that Totodile spawns in, there's not many. And when you eat a water sandwich, there's other water Pokemon there anyway. If we increase the Pokemon population and you're seeing more Totodile when you're doing that stuff, it might go crazy. I'm excited. Other than that, there's not any like crazy accessories. I'm probably not going to mess with the webcam stuff. The game chat thing, I think, has like potential to be funny. Like I think the game chat is really good for like some good funny bits, some good comedy, but I don't think I'm going to see anybody actually using it practically. I think it's very much aimed towards kids that, you know, don't have access to Discord, that want to play games with their friends and have the webcam. They want to have the Discord experience, but they're too young to be on Discord. And I'm okay with that. You know, you're playing with your friends or whatever on the Nintendo Switch. That's cool. Who cares? I think that's fun. But it's not for an adult who has access to Discord already and a computer and a webcam. Who cares? It's also really good for people who don't have capture software stuff. Like if you don't have a computer to capture gameplay on and you can't play games real time for your friends because of that, I can see that being pretty cool, you know, to be able to play with your friends and be like, hey, look at this, there's this funny thing happening in this game I'm playing. Come into my game chat. And you go into the game chat, you see the funny thing, and it's a good time. You know, that part I think is cool. I kind of think they missed the mark with marketing it as like this big feature, because it's not. This is a feature we've had since like 07, you know? Since like the Wii was like not even out, you know? Since the Wii was about to be out, we've had game chat and stuff. So it's not groundbreaking. I don't know why they marketed it like it was. It was like one of the major marketing points for the Switch 2, and no one cares. Understandably so. It's not an important feature that we have access to something like that already. Who cares? You know, who cares? So I don't think I'm not that excited for that part of it or anything. I'm just really excited for the hardware. If this really is a console that can perform as well as it says it can perform, and the battery life on it is around 2 to 3 hours when you're playing a more extensive game, it's already better than most of the handhelds out in the area right now. Because a lot of handhelds, like the ROG Ally that I have or the Steam Deck, a lot of those are limited by their battery life. Like you really have to be next to an outlet constantly, or it's gonna die after like an hour and a half of use on like a game that isn't even like that graphics intensive. Like I'm playing Lego Star Wars on some of the lowest settings, and I'm only getting like 40, maybe 50 minutes off of a full charge. I'm telling you guys, it's rough out here. It's rough. So I'm hoping, if it can really deliver, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be really good. They're saying, you know, if the lower end is 2 hours, that's perfect. That's all I need before I would consider plugging it into something or charging it or whatever. 2 hours is great. I'm all for it. That's fine. As long as it's consistently that 2 hours. We'll see. Other than that, I'm super pumped to play games with my friends. I'm pumped to show it off to you guys. There are some ideas I have for the stream next Thursday that I don't know if I'll do them or not, but they're cool. Like, if I actually end up doing them, it's going to be it's going to be cool. It's going to look sick. I'm definitely going to do the car vlog. I don't know if I'll vlog much of me, like, waiting in line. Maybe I will. Who knows? I might not. I have no idea, but we'll see. I have no idea what to expect at all. I'm going to be buying my Switch 2 from Best Buy, doing the midnight release, as some of you know. Apparently, when you're going to the midnight release, you get like a little commemorative coin to show that you were there. I don't know, it's cool, I guess. I miss when that used to be more of a thing, so I think it's cool that they're doing that. I have not been to a midnight release since Destiny came out in 2014. That's how long it's been since I've been to a midnight release. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm taking those 2 days off. I'm going to this midnight release and have a ton of fun. I'll come home. I'll probably have to feed Archer at some point in the middle of the night. And then Emily's going to be taking him to daycare. And then you guys get me for like 5 to 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours of fun starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday, June 5th. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. I haven't streamed a whole lot recently because I've been taking care of the boy. You know, we love him dearly. He is just a positive force in my life. Every time he smiles at me, and he started to giggle recently, oh my god, his giggles, man, they get me. It's such a beautiful thing. And I am very lucky that I get to live the life that I have. So, you know, I haven't been able to stream as much, but that's okay. Because I've been feeling fulfilled in other parts of my life, so it's been good. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed the video, hit the like button. You don't have to. But if you listen to the whole video, thanks a ton for taking the time to check in on me. I hope you guys are doing well. Leave a comment about what you're the most excited for with the Nintendo Switch 2. What are you the most excited for? Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I'm super excited. This is Clockie, clocking out. I'll catch you guys around.